I'm going to teach you how to make homemade, wait for it, cornflakes. I know. You're like, don't you need special thing? You don't need special anything. You can find all the stuff you need, all the materials you need to make these things in your own kitchen. Here's a little look at what you'll need.
Comedy Kitchen with Chef Sel was recorded in front of a fake audience.
Hey guys, Chef Sel right here. Hello. I'm going to teach you how to make homemade, wait for it, cornflakes. I know. Don't you need special thing? You don't need special anything. You can find all the stuff you need, all the materials you need to make these things in your own kitchen. Here's a little look at what you'll need. Very simple. Okay, this makes about 1 to 2 servings. It's just, you can always double it, triple it, whatever you want to do. It's very, very, very easy, all right? I'd like you to go get a silicone mat. See this little baby here? They're really, 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 really slippery. In other words, nothing sticks to them. You're gonna pan it and oil it. It's crazy. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, all right? Now, here's what we have. We have cornmeal. I have a cup of cornmeal here and a half a cup of cornmeal here. You're going to use the first cup of cornmeal to make, the stuff. And somewhere back here I have that half a cup that I separated. Can you see that? Yeah. See, like little big grains, if you will. About 1 to 2 teaspoons. Just keep mixing it around until it gets to this grainy kind of thing. Because what you're going to do is during the baking process, you're going to sprinkle this on top. Give it a little texture. All right. So very simple. Get yourself a big mixing bowl. I have that aforementioned 1 cup. There it is. Too much light today. Yeah. See, there it is. Boom. 1 cup of cornmeal. Very simple. 3/4 of a cup of water. And we're going to mix away. Just stick it in there. Now you want this to be the consistency of a little bit on the thin side pancake batter. I'll show you. And don't be, like, oh, it's not absorbing. Trust me, this stuff takes a while. Then all of a sudden it goes like, boom, boom. You got yourself a little thing. Alright, so let's mix this around. Okay, so a weird thing kind of happens. You'll get it to be, just like I said, like that pancake batter, but also it'll kind of puddle, like the water kind of separates from it. So how do you bring it all together? Very simple. About a teaspoon at a time, I want you to sprinkle in a little flour. I have gluten-free because of the misses. And just a little bit at a time. I'd say like maybe even a half a teaspoon at a time. And then you'll see it'll kind of come together as one. It'll come together as one. Kind of cool. And what we're going to do after we get this the way we want it, I'm going to spread it out on the silicone baking sheet here with my trusty spatula. Takes a while, but go all the way out to the edges if you can. I'm at 350 on my oven. I'm gonna bake it. Once I get it spread out, and then I sprinkle my stuff on here that I told you about. My textured granules. Once you get that on there, I want you to bake it 20 minutes at a time until you see that it's one. It's not gonna be brown. It's just gonna get together and little cracks are gonna go through it. Then I want you to take it out and kind of rip it apart. I'll show you, but can I tell them first? All right, and then you're gonna take it apart, put it back on the baking sheet, reduce the heat to 250, and then slowly just kind of dry it out and get it crispy. All right. And it's all kind of, it's together now. Yeah, I'd say it's together now. I don't want to make it too wet either because it takes a long time to bake and dry out and stuff. Now it's very simple, okay? I have a tablespoon of sugar. Boom, stick it in there. You know, it's funny when people eat cornflakes, they're kind of like, oh, I don't put the sugar on it. Do you know how much sugar inside is inside? Do you know how much sugar they put inside of everything that they... Cornflakes has sugar in it already. Okay. Mix that in good. And one final item here. Ingredient. Teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that in. And like I said, you don't want to get it too runny. It will run when you pour it. Just slowly and carefully spread it out to as thin as you can get it, really. A lot of people say 1/4 inch thick. What, are you kidding me? We're not making slate. That's for your garden, all right? You're gonna eat this stuff. No. Crisp crunch, a crispy crunch, all right? All right. All right, I'm liking how this is. And I have my silicone. Like I said, you don't have to spray it on anything, just pour it on here. Now, if you don't have a silicone, you have to get, I guess you'd do a non-stick cookie sheet, something like that. It can be rimmed if you want. You know, this isn't a big rocket science show today. Let's get rid of this whisk for now. And get all this stuff off the sides here. It's good. It's all together, as they say. And then pour it on. Pour it on. It's like one big pancake. Something. Just lead it around the board here. Lead it around. All right? You're not scraping. You're not insisting. You're just suggesting. And once you get it out to maybe about 3/4 of the surface area, you can even do a little shake. I kind of shake it around a little bit. Easier to spread. And take this, see this? Granulated, about a teaspoon of water into a 1/2 cup of cornmeal and sprinkle it around. Just sprinkle it around on top. That's all. Okay? You can say. Alrighty. Alright, I'm just going to kind of clean up the edges a little bit here. It's starting to settle in, which is good. It came off a little bit, but that's what you want to expect because the more it kind of flows, the thinner it's going to be, and you don't want, like I said, these big, thick pieces. It's not any fun. Come on. Cornflakes is supposed to be fun. All right. I'm going to put it in, and we'll take it out when it's done. Okay. All you cornflakians. I'm breaking it up. I have taken it out of the oven. And what I'm doing is I'm just breaking it up into pieces, you know, I don't know, like this, see? Like cornflakes. Now, they're very crispy, but they're not totally crunchy crispy yet. You know, there's still a little bit of bend to them. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to kind of just rip it apart. You know, like, I don't know, like those fruit roll-ups. Just rip it apart, yeah. And make it the size of cornflake pieces. Put it back on this silicone pad here. And I move the temperature of the oven down to 250. I'm going to put it in 20-minute intervals until you taste them, and they go, you're done. So let me do that, and then you can, you know, after like 20 minutes, if they're not done yet, just kind of take a little spatula. I got a little silicone spatula here, and just mix them around, put them back in. It's just like, it's a patient thing. Just be patient. All right, so I'll be back after I get this broken up and in, and then we'll take it out. We'll show you the finished product. Cornflake time. Woo! Woo! I could smell it. You know, so it was in about 45, 50 minutes total. Every 15, 20 minutes, I took it out and kind of moved them around, put it back in, 250, slow dry. It's a slow dry. Slow dry, Steels. And, let's take a look. It's very hot, so I use the whole, you know, oven mitt, blah, blah, blah. I mean, look at this. Can you get a look at that? I mean, oh man. Let's give it the ultimate test, right? Gonna get it close to the thing here. You can just feel it, man. Do you feel the flake? Feel the flake. Feel it! Anyway, this is it. Homemade cornflakes. You did it. Throw some fruit on there, a little cream, a little milk, whatever you want. Some people do water. I don't know why, but I know what they don't do. They don't do Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I like this idea.
Anyway, this is it, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. Now right down there in the description, I'm gonna put the recipe, and we ask you please subscribe. Here, right here, see? Right down there. See where it says subscribe? Subscribe. And say hello on Facebook, I'm Chef Sal. Come on over to Instagram, Chef Sal Recipes, and make these cornflakes. I'm telling you, family's gonna be like, what? I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm saying that. Chef Sal, I'll see you next time.